the king of the gold mountain.
Once upon a time, a poor merchant sat by the river, wondering how to save his struggling family. Suddenly, a mysterious green dwarf appeared. "If you give me the first thing that brushes against your leg when you return home, I'll make you rich," the dwarf promised. The merchant agreed, thinking it would be his dog or cat. But when he reached home, his young son ran to greet him, brushing against his leg. The merchant was horrified, but the dwarf's magic was irreversible. Over time, the merchant grew rich, but he couldn't escape the promise. Years later, the boy grew into a curious and brave young man. On his 18th birthday, the green dwarf appeared to claim him. The boy went willingly to save his family. The dwarf took him to a magical mountain filled with gold, making him its new king. "But beware," the dwarf warned. "Your riches can bring you as much sorrow as joy." The boy, now the king of the gold mountain, grew lonely despite his wealth. One day, while wandering the forest near his mountain, he saved a princess from a fearsome dragon. Grateful, she invited him to her kingdom. The two fell in love and were soon married. However, the king was restless, longing for his parents. He decided to visit them, but the princess, now his wife, warned him. "Beware of deceit, my love. Promise to return before the moon rises thrice." The king swore and set off. When he arrived home, his parents were overjoyed to see him. But his happiness was short-lived. Jealous relatives and scheming nobles tricked him into staying longer than he intended. When he finally returned to the mountain, the princess and his kingdom were gone. The gold had vanished, leaving only barren rocks behind. Heartbroken, the king wandered the earth, searching for his lost wife. Years passed before he found her in a distant kingdom, living under a spell that erased her memory of him. To win her back, the king entered a contest to prove his worth. The challenge was to gather the rarest treasure in the land. Remembering the dwarf's warning, he returned to the Gold Mountain's ruins. There, among the rocks, he discovered a single glowing gem, the heart of the mountain. Presenting it to the princess, her memory was restored, breaking the spell. The two were reunited, vowing to treasure their love above all else. From that day, they ruled together wisely, valuing kindness and loyalty over riches. The king of the Gold Mountain had learned that true wealth lies not in gold, but in the bonds of the heart.
Thank you for reading the story with me. Please subscribe Olivia's Storybook Corner for more fantastic stories. Bye bye.